How's it going, everybody? It is Monday, February 9th, 2026. I am in downtown San Diego at a place called Horton Plaza. It used to be a big shopping mall. Now it's more like I don't know what the hell they're building here. Office space or something here. Let me see. You can see behind me. Yeah, see they're doing a bunch of buildings. This used to be a shopping mall way back in the day. Used to be a Planet Hollywood to my left here. That's all gone now. And it's like I said, it's just offices now. I think maybe condos. Who knows what's gonna happen here? Anyways, I think this is Mr. Horton here. Some old dude. He did all this stuff. So anyway, the place I'm going to tonight is called the Balboa Theatre. I'm gonna watch a movie called Wings from 1927, and it was the first movie to win Best Picture at the Oscars. So silent movie, 2.5 hours long. I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but yeah, we're gonna find out. It's movie history, and I just came from Hollywood. I was just up in LA, looking at all the stars on the ground. So I'm really excited to kind of continue that Hollywood theme here with Wings tonight. Star stars Clara Bowen. I think that's her name. Anyways, I'm excited. Oh, there's gonna be a live organ player too, so that should be very cool. All right, let's go check out the Balboa. There's some more look at that construction over here. All these buildings are new. Well, I don't know if they're new, but they're definitely not what they used to look like. There's the theater right there. That beautiful sign. Came here recently to see Dogman the musical. Brought my daughter. And Kelly also came, and then before that I saw Clerks 3, and Kevin Smith was here to talk about that. But yeah, now we're gonna check out Wings. There's the organ the guy's gonna play on. My God, look how beautiful that thing is. That is a weird instrument, man. I don't know how you play that thing. So many buttons and dials. Looking forward to it. This place is incredible. So much history here. It is a Monday, so I'm drinking. I only drink on days that end with day. Don't judge me.
Welcome to the historic Balboa Theatre for Silent Movie Mondays, a San Diego theater series that celebrates the beauty of silent cinema with live theater organ accompaniment. San Diego Theaters is fortunate to manage this historic venue and the civic theater to provide world-class arts and cultural experiences to San Diegans. The Balboa's 1929 Wonder Morton theater organ, seen here, is a rare and beautifully restored masterpiece, only one core in existence. The Balboa Theatre Organ Society led the effort to restore this magnificent instrument, and we remain deeply appreciative of their contribution. And of course, thank you, our guests, for your continued support. If you'd like to help keep this series going strong for season 3, we invite you to donate at sandiegotheaters.org. This epic World War I drama is known for its stunning aerial photography, heartfelt performances, and thrilling action sequences that still impress a century later. This film set the standard for how future aerial combat scenes in films would be judged. What makes the screen even more special is that portions of Wings was filmed right here at San Diego, at Naval Air Station North Island. You'll see why this stood the test of time as both a cinematic milestone and an emotional story of friendship and sacrifice. Of course, the heart of Silent Movie Mondays is the live music that brings these films to life. And tonight, we're delighted to welcome back to our stage our featured organist, Russ Peck, one of San Diego's most accomplished theater organists.
We're doing an intermission right now. It's kind of crazy to be in a movie where you have an actual intermission. I don't do that anymore. The last time I did an intermission was Hateful Eight. When I saw that in theaters, what did that come out, like 11 years ago? It's wild. I don't know if I said the actress's name correctly earlier. It was Clara Bow. So if I didn't say it right earlier, I said it right now. The movie's good so far. Really digging the whole thing. It's crazy, like you forget that there's a guy playing an organ. It just fits right in with the movie. It's good. Sound is really good in here. I'm really liking it.
And what you're looking at is a 1929 theater pipe organ built in Van Nuys, California. It was originally built for a movie theater in New York at the Valencia Theater. It's one of 5 of these models made. It's called the Wonder organ. And it is a wonder, isn't it?
Yeah, talk us through it a little bit. What are we looking at?
Everything you have heard tonight is air-driven. All the special effects, all the sounds were from pipes and actual musical instruments. This up here is where all the pipes are. There's about 2,000 pipes up there, ranging in size from 16 feet down to smaller than a pencil. And then, of course, all the real percussion instruments. This is the first camera. This is this small. It holds about a minute of film. But you can mount it anywhere. And you wind it up with the big key on the side, and it goes click-click, and you get about a minute of the film, then you have to open it up and reload it. But William Wellman and his cinematographer, found out about these new kind of cameras called the Bell & Howell IMO, and there's a little plaque on it that says, "Makes movies as the eye sees." And so what you have here is a camera unlike any other. They actually use these in Hollywood as crash cameras all the way up through the film era. And there's still some people shooting film. They still use these. They made them clear into the 70s. But this one right here is the most primitive and the earliest one. And this would be the only one available at the time of Wings. So this camera actually, I would love to know that this camera participated in Wings, but one's identical to it. They bought a bunch of them, put them in planes, put them in trucks, and all that kind of stuff. So I thought this is a chance to show something that's really special to me. If you look carefully up here, you will see a toothpick sticking 2 keys down.
It's true, I see it.
All right. Now I can bring on various levels of planes. These are actually, I have the 2 notes, C and C sharp pick, and then we can start making airplanes. And that toothpick sits there and does that while I go all over the place. Isn't that cool?
The technical innovations of the toothpick, amazing.
So I want people to take away the experience of the theater, the experience of the silent film and how special it is, and that. I want you to say, when somebody says theater organ, oh, I know what that is. That's what makes that fabulous accompaniment for the silent film. So those are the takeaways.
Incredible. Thank you all so much for joining us. Please come back. Silent Movie Monday. This wonderful theater.
The organ sounded incredible in there. The guy talked about how, you know, it was, the movie house was built to use these organs way back when, and, you know, it's still the original piping in this place, and it just, the whole thing shines. It's just a great experience overall. I love how he talked about the airplane sound effects. I swear to God, when we were watching it, every time the airplanes would go by, I was like, how is there a little like airplane sound effect? Like, this is a silent film. Like, what is he doing? He's got to be doing something with the organ, or is it just my imagination? And yeah, he talked about how he used little toothpicks to kind of like jerry rig some thing to like make a little like pop, 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 pop sound like an airplane. Fucking genius. This was great. Well, that was today. Don't really have a whole lot else to check out these ladies. Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? You like silent films? Yeah, me too. They're doing Metropolis here in a few months. I might come back and see that. I like Metropolis a lot. It's an old German film, as we've discussed. I am very German. So yeah, I gotta get out of here. The parking is ridiculously expensive, and if I don't leave soon, I will be paying out the ass. So yeah, that was it. I thought about getting an Uber, but I didn't want to sit here and wait for a car, and I don't think I would have saved that much money, to be honest. It would have been about the same price. So anyway, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. I gotta go home, finish up a few things. New game releases comes out tomorrow morning. Well, today you're watching this on Tuesday, most likely, or maybe you're watching it a different day. I don't know when you watch this. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I have an article coming out. It's got to be finished, so I'm gonna do a little bit of that, and then go to bed. Maybe eat something. I didn't eat dinner. I had a Snickers bar at the movie theater. All right, sorry, I'm not actually ready to close this thing out tonight. I realized as I was driving home that I was near Laurel Street, which is a very famous street here in San Diego. There's like it's a big hill, if you can see that behind me. That is a very steep hill up Laurel Street. Anyway, the reason I bring that up is because we're next to this spot where they filmed the scene from Top Gun, very famous scene where Tom Cruise is riding his motorcycle down Laurel Street and goes under this crazy bridge. And it's fitting because the movie I saw tonight, Wings, was all about, you know, flying planes in the military. Top Gun is also about that too. So let's look at this bridge real quick, this tunnel, whatever you want to call it. All right, so that's it there. It's kind of dark. I don't know if you can really tell, but yeah, right here. Top Gun scene. Tom Cruise is on a motorcycle. He drives under that bridge. Iconic scene. Yeah, this is Laurel. Like I said, there's this very steep hill here. The car just went up it. Yeah, so like I said, Wings is a military film, flying airplanes, and it was one of the first films to have airplanes. They used this really tiny camera. I don't know if the guy talked about the old camera they used. Told about a minute of film. You know, it was for a film from 1927. I was pleasantly surprised. You know, you kind of think like, oh, old stuff maybe not as good, but no, man, it was great. They knew what they were doing. I mean, you know, there's some things that like, you know, there's like in-camera edits that like don't quite work, and there's some jump cuts that like kind of are iffy, and just the general overall kind of like acting skill of some of the people, maybe not that great. But it's a silent film, so you didn't need to be like an amazing actor. You just kind of had to emote with your face, and they did. But it was a little over the top at times. But that was just how things were back in the 20s. It was still kind of like this mentality of like you're filming like a stage play. So Anyway, yeah, Clara Bow was great. She was real funny. She didn't feature in the movie as prominently as I thought she was going to. The movie was more about the two dudes. There's like a man who she loved, and then this other guy. They're all from the same small town, and there's like a rich guy that's kind of a dick, but then he becomes friends with the main guy that Clara Bow is in love with. Anyway, there's this like kind of like love triangle thing between the rich guy and the main guy and this other woman who lives in their small town. I don't know. I'm not going to go over the whole plot, but just if I say things happen, people die, people get sad, and it's very sentimental at times. Didn't make me cry or anything, but I could understand audiences back in the 20s being moved by it. So anyway, I think I'm like standing right by somebody's house just like yelling about this movie, about Wings. So yeah, Wings was great. It was good. If you ever get a chance to watch it, check it out. First film to ever win the Academy Award for Best Picture. So, all right, now it is time for me to leave. Now I'm gonna go home, and I have a song that I'm thinking about. It's called Red Guitar by David Sylvian. So go check out Red Guitar. It's a beautiful song. David Sylvian's got a great voice, and yeah, I don't think you're gonna be disappointed by Red Guitar. That's it for me tonight. I'm now going home for realsies. Enough detours. It's time to get to work. It's time to get to bed. Maybe have some pretzels or something. I don't know. Ugh. Okay. All right. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.